Don't move.
Let's talk about the Beekeeper. I remember seeing the initial trailer for this movie. It might have been before Oppenheimer. And I was like, oh, this looks stupid as fuck. I want to go see it. This looks like a dumb, fun action movie with a lot of violence and explosions and gunfire and bullets and kicking. And that's exactly what you get. This film is directed by David Ayer, who directed the first Suicide Squad movie. I don't hate on that movie as much as everybody else does, but he also directed Fury, the tank movie with Brad Pitt and Shia LaBeouf, where Shia LaBeouf went all crazy and like knocked out his own tooth or something like that, or pulled out his own tooth to get into character. And I liked that movie a lot. So him being the director did not sway me one way or another. And I do like Jason Statham. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of his action movies, but I really like him in Snatch. I think he's really good in that, and he's really funny. Also in this movie is Claire Huxtable, Felicia Rashad. The basic storyline is Jason Statham lives on Felicia Rashad's farm, and he takes care of bees and takes care of the property and kind of looks out for the place for her. She is on her computer one day and she gets a phishing scam, and she calls this number and they end up taking all of her money. They take everything that she has, including $2 million that was in an account of a charity that she helps run. And all of this happening, she feels like she can do nothing to get this back. She cannot fix this situation, and she is driven to suicide. And Jason Statham walks in and finds her.
Yesterday she shot herself.
He spends the rest of the movie getting revenge. That's what this is. It is a basic late 70s into the 80s revenge action movie. We take a helpless individual and have something horrific happen to them so that someone can go on a rampage. It's that genre. And it's also the genre of don't interrupt my little perfect fantasy world here, my quiet life that I've tried to retire to. I'm trying to mind my business here and be quiet and I'm trying to lead a simple life, just taking care of some bees and stuff. But someone has to come and destroy their bubble. But this movie is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
I'm gonna burn this place to the ground.
And it is so close to being a movie that is so bad that it's enjoyable. Like it's just pure schlock, trash, candy, and you want to eat it up. And once we get past that first inciting incident where Jason Statham starts on his path of destruction, up till then it's like very grandiose and taking itself a little too seriously on some parts, but then it would switch over into a fucking cartoon. It would turn on a dime to like, oh, this is so dramatic and serious, and this is a moment that we've constructed, to Technicolor Mohawk miniguns mounted on the back of trucks and stuff. Just wild shit.
We have to kill him before he kills his way to the top.
There's a scene in the barn between Jason Statham and Felicia Rashad's daughter, who is an FBI agent.
I am an FBI agent!
And he is making orange juice by hand. He's using a juicer. He's doing it by hand and pouring it in to the pitcher and then into the cup and then drinking some and then juicing more, even though he's already got. And they have this moment where she's like, well, should we have a drink together? And he's like, no, but I'll sit with you for a while. It's just like this very cordial, congenial moment just between two human beings. And then fast forward 10 minutes and he's ramming the barrel of a shotgun into a guy's throat. And then after the orange juice scene, they go into the house and have coffee. And Jason Statham gives a very passionate monologue about the horrors of senior abuse. Fast forward maybe 4 or 5 minutes, and he's cutting someone's fingers off with a bandsaw.
You are a problem.
Goddamn right, I'm a problem.
And we haven't even gotten to Jeremy Irons yet. Yes, Jeremy Irons is in this movie, and he doesn't really play the villain. He's not really the villain in this movie. He's the villain's bitch. No, the villain is a crypto bro, a tech bro kind of character. It's a new kind of villain. I like the idea of that villain, and that brings me to the reason why this is just shy of hitting that really sweet spot of so bad it's good, just fun, enjoyable action movie. And that is the villain. The villain is the Hunger Games. He was in the Hunger Games. Josh Hutcherson. That guy. Josh Hutcherson is like the big villain. He's the one that the Beekeeper is going after to protect the hive. And he runs these call centers of places that take advantage of elderly people with money over the phone, saying, hey, you have a virus on your computer, you better click this link or call this number and we'll take care of it for you. And then they steal all their passwords and all their money. Yeah, because at one time, Jason Statham is about to murder a person. And the guy tries to bribe him with NFTs. He says, I got NFTs, bro. That's who the bad people are in this movie.
I got it. You can get him. You can get him.
But getting back to Jeremy Irons. Yeah, he's not the super bad guy in this. And that was disappointing because I was ready for just like for him to really, because you know how he can ham it up and cheese it up with a good meaty over the top villain role.
Let their blood rain from the sky!
And that's what I was waiting for. And this movie didn't deliver on that. I mean, the worst he does is he calls a bunch of Navy SEALs pussies.
Good. I can use every ounce of your rage.
And then why the fuck does Minnie Driver show up for 60 seconds of screen time?
Beekeeper? Well, that's not good.
Minnie Driver's in this movie. Why is Minnie Driver in this movie? I don't know. But all in all, this is a really fun action movie to watch. I had a blast watching this. If you're an action fan, it checks all the boxes for you, except for the big bad villain.
Warning. Spoiler alert. Warning. Spoiler alert.
And you usually want that big bad villain to have a big bad over the top death. That doesn't happen in this movie either. It's very weird at the end. I mean, yeah, this kid steals from a bunch of people. He's a thief. He's a little schmuck, slimy jerk. He's a Jeremy Piven character. That's who this kid is. He's a Jeremy Piven character. Then all of a sudden, like in a heartbeat, he escalates to shooting the number 2 guy in the FBI in the chest, and then going to shoot his own mother in the head. It just seemed like a really, really fast escalation for that character. Yes, he seemed like a piece of shit little dirtbag, but he also seemed like a coward. So I don't know. It shocked me when that happened. It shocked me when he did that, and if they were just trying to make him even more evil to justify Jason Statham killing him. I don't know. Like, they just needed to bump up the evil right at the end. It was a little quick. It was a little quick. And there is a scene. There is a scene. Well, more like a sequence in this movie. Jason Statham is trying to infiltrate a party that has a lot of security, and at the gate they're checking the delivery trucks coming in. They've got guys going around with dogs and walking around with guns, and then they got the guy on the cart that goes underneath the truck and checks for shit under there. And Jason Statham, he scubas in because this property is by the ocean. He scubas in from a boat, I don't know, from somewhere. He comes out of the ocean, cuts through a grate, like a sewer grate, to go into a sewer tunnel, and up through a manhole. And he pokes up through the manhole, and there's a truck above him. And he pulls a skateboard out of the sewer and puts it up there so he can shimmy up the truck and hide up underneath it. He scubaed in a skateboard for this mission. And this party that's inside, I don't know what kind of wackadoo fucking party they're throwing at this grand estate. Because the guy says it's going to be some of his tech bro buddies, whatever. But it's a weird party. Like, there's the fire twirler people, but then there's a guy that has the labyrinth ball thing. I think there was an infomercial about it. What was it called? I can't remember. The glass ball thing. What the fuck was that called? A fushigi.
Fushigi. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's the coolest thing ever, and I can do it.
Hi, I'm Tim Goey, and this is Fushigi. We're gonna show you how to unlock the secrets of Fushigi, the magic gravity ball.
He had a fushigi. There was a guy at this party with a fushigi. But there's some great stunt work in this. There's some really cool fight sequences. They're fun, they're elaborate, they're creative and different each time. Jason Statham does a bunch of bee analogies and puns and stuff. And he cuts people's fingers off. And I must say, I also really liked the dynamic between the two FBI agent characters. I thought they were fun. The guy that plays Felicia Rashad's daughter's partner is funny. I thought he was really funny. So yeah, those are my thoughts on The Beekeeper. I had a lot of fun with this movie. Yeah, I mean, just, you can't take it too seriously, and you'll have a good time. It's over the top. It's ridiculous. It doesn't get boring. There's so many little, like, what the fuck moments and some fun action sequences and crazy characters, and he torches a guy with a fucking swing line at one point. It's got some faults to it, but overall it's a fun, ridiculous action movie. It's got a ridiculous plot, ridiculous characters, and ridiculous dialogue. There are a couple similarities to John Wick, just a few things they're almost become tropey now. He was part of this secret organization, but he got out, but now he's come back in, and there's like this secret program that he can call into, and there's women with analog technology looking shit up. There's a scene where a parental figure tells a child how badly they fucked up because they brought down the wrath of God in this person that's now after them. But it's also got bees. It's also got bees. There's a lot of bee stuff in this. It's not just that he's like a beekeeper and a beekeeper. No, there's so much bee stuff. Bee from beginning to end. Bees.
Beads.
Bees?
Beads.
Beads?
I had a good time going to see it. I saw it twice. I had seen it opening weekend, but I wanted to refresh my memory for this review, so I went and saw it again last night, and I had fun. I sat next to this strange family, and I had fun. Did you go see The Beekeeper? Let me know down below in the comments what you thought. I'd be interested to see if anybody else had as much fun with this stupid movie as I did. I'll probably never watch it again. So until next time, this is Lindsay signing off. I'll check you later.